Boom, boom, boom. So, hi everyone, it's me again reporting from the cave about how the week has passed. So, nothing pretty unusual, today. So, today is the 26th of February, Sunday. Unfortunately, I'm not alone in the flat today, so my voice can be a little bit quiet as I'm pretty embarrassed by what I'm doing here. So, let's go straight to the overview section. As usual, I have some script going on to the left. Unfortunately, as you may remember, our life calendar has broken, so no life calendar here, but I have another quite interesting picture for today. So, yesterday I came up with this genius idea about how to present actual results. And on this chart, you can see like the time I've spent distributed between several activities from the past week. Pretty nothing special here, just some nice presentations going on. Uh, Two sentences about this graph. So spent quite a while on university activities, which are tagged starting with HSE underscore. So the thesis part spent almost 4 hours, and the ESG part, we have this ESG kind of course where we are discussing some ethical concerns of like business and things. Another quite a big portion was dedicated to JavaScript, which are the PRG backend. I guess it was purely JavaScript this week. But apart from that, I also have the LG underscore JavaScript and CRS underscore JavaScript, which are like a lead code and some course, respectively. I also tried to solve some tasks using Python. I guess it was during my participation in bi-weekly contest on lead code. Nothing special here. Was able to only solve one task. So now let's smoothly transition to the thesis part for this. This week I was working on writing project proposal, which is represented here. I guess not only not only project proposal, but some other parts. Spent almost 4 hours this week on refactoring actually methods and results part. And if I'm not mistaken, I also wrote an introduction part, which is for the mark. So kind of was forced to do that, but pretty happy with results. This week I finally one major milestone was actually achieved. I think during this week I finally decided to do my project fully in JavaScript, as it seems to be the best option given the situation. My reasoning about it is quite simple. First of all, JavaScript is used in Obsidian, and it's my daily driver. It's what I want to. It's something that I want to develop for. Second reason is that there are a lot of JavaScript like positions in Germany, and overall in the world, it's the most popular language. So I will definitely be able to find entry position like in the near future, in a year or so. Find job with greater chance, of course. And last but not least, I'm pretty confident in the web platform overall. Additionally, yesterday I was able to write a simple Rust module for my Node backend. It was quite easy to do. It's just like taking minimum, maximum, and the size of the sample as input parameters, and return sample generated random sample from the normal distribution. It's needed for the Monte Carlo simulation part of my thesis project, and it will be written in Rust. And it was pretty fun, I guess. So pretty happy with the results. Of course, as I still haven't decided what to do for my entire life, I'm not abandoning neither Python and C++ combination, which is used heavily on the machine learning platform, nor C# game dev platform. So that's just a temporal decision, which I think is the optimal in the given situation. So I have to write my web application as part of my thesis part. I have to find, maybe land the first position, junior position, so which is which is much easier to do in the JavaScript world. And also, I'm to be honest, I'm not. I'm pretty interested in the ecosystem overall, in this web ecosystem, so I'm pretty confident that it will be thrive for many more years, as it's like platform agnostic. You have browsers all over the all how to say it. So basically, you have browser on each and every device. So yeah, pretty happy with the decision to do so. Now let's move to the TOEFL part. I guess it's here. We skip the planning as I haven't written the script. You can see that we have the pkm_libs, which is time dedicated to recording these blocks, this series, and it was nearly an hour or so. So nothing to discuss really here. So let's move on to the TOEFL part. And here I actually have some good news. First of all, I was able to finally take the test in the test center. Yeah, I can say that the experience was pretty smooth, except the fact that I had to write notes using pencil, which slowed me down significantly, as I was, like during my preparation, I was writing notes using the mouse and keyboard. I mean keyboard, not mouse and keyboard, of course. So yeah, that was quite a surprise for me. But apart from that, everything was rather decent. I even received some numbers at the end of the exam, which were 25 for listening and 27 for reading. I was pretty happy initially, but then I think a little bit, and for now I'm not sure whether these are my points out of 30 or out of like another scale, as the tests I've taken prior to the official one had two scales, one for raw score, which is like somewhere around 33, and one for the final score. However, the results will be in 5 working days, so in the next video I will already be able to say my results and like me present them, make some analysis of my TOEFL journey. Another thing that regarding sport, until results will be in my hands, I prefer not to switch this priority to sports one. So yeah, sports is like I'm just flexing on my fitness ball, and that's it. My front end chair, to be precise. Now let's move. I forgot to write others. Of course, the quite big part. Let's move on to the so-called other part, which tends to be always bigger than the focus area combined. And the first thing here is that I rethink my approach towards journaling. It happened, yesterday. I was thinking about it for quite a while, but yeah, only yesterday I came up with some concrete thoughts. I can say that I will try my best to stick to this practice, as this week I read some of my previous notes and posts, and I definitely can say that journaling has delayed benefits. So in order to reap these benefits, you have to write actually daily, or at least produce 1 or maybe 2 writings in 2 days. I also kind of changed what I count as the journaling practice, as reading your posts is actually very important. So I will also count reading my own posts as part of journaling process itself. Another problem that is surely needed to be addressed is the problem of synchronization between several devices. It quite bothers me a lot, as I have a PC at home, notebook at work, and the Linux notebook at home also. And I also have 2 mobile devices, and it turns out that majority of my power thoughts came when only the mobile devices were reachable. So this makes me to think about the way of how to sync my notes across at least my mobile devices and stationary ones without paying any fees or money, as not because I'm greedy, but because I don't have much of them, and I basically cannot do this using my card. as it just was disconnected from the international payment system. I have to, for example, we have, like, for example, the Obsidian synchronization service is, Obsidian synchronization service costs about $60 per year with the student discount. But translated to my currency, it's actually 1.5 times more, which is, I think, not the best idea to overpay. And I will definitely only pay for the, like, I'll pay additional transactional fee, which doesn't go to Obsidian developers. So it's just like for the middleman price. Yeah. Another idea actually came to me this morning after I'd heard about upcoming Great Land. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, so here is the page from Wikipedia. So it's basically from the Orthodox Church. The like I want to brace it in the classical sense, which where you are only restricted to eat certain food, but rather try to stick to more broad idea where you have to fight your like addictions. I see this as something like World went from the Destiny game, and like I also have to specify which addictions I'll try to fight. So first of all, it's obviously a YouTube and content consumption one. I'll try to restrict its usage across all mobile devices and hide the thumbnails and recommendations in my computer browser. The only usage allowed is for search purposes, I guess. What I'll try to substitute it with are the games, and games are quite actually better, are actually quite better than YouTube, as you can't mindlessly consume them. I mean, of course you can, but you at least have to sit in front of your computer and like make some, I don't know, make some effort to launch game, to stick to it with 30 minutes, so you can just switch games like once in 30 seconds like you do with YouTube videos. So it's definitely not so disastrous for the brain as watching YouTube. And by YouTube I mean all the social medias like Twitter, like my domestic social network, and the YouTube ones. And the second addiction is beating meat. So no comments here, just another attempt to finally break free from this devastating dopamine vicious circle. Tried to stop doing this quite a while, but like Triple N challenge was failed actually on day one. So I'll try to stick to this one a little bit longer, as we have some like religious reasoning, which I guess will be beneficial for my like how should I call it, like monkey brain, not the monkey brain. Recently I've came up with the brain model, which basically consists of me, the middleman, which is the monkey, which is this channel dedicated for, and the lizard brain, which is actually 90% of neurons, which is your like unconscious deep self. So the religious part and like religion part is the great interface, great language to express your ideas to the lizard part, as it turns out that lizards are better understand better the religion, like the evolutionary ideas, biology ones, so pretty primitive, or maybe some godlike ideas. They don't actually really care about the dopamine vicious circle, like blah blah blah. They only care about like the religious ascendants, and that's it. So yeah, basically that's all the things I wanted to address today. I'm not sure. So we actually was able. I was actually was able to finish it in 15 minutes, considering the good news from the TOEFL part and the almost finished project proposal, which is part of my HEC thesis. I'll mark this week as succeed. And yeah, that's it. meet you next week. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.